Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in again, and also thanks for coming by to watch my inaugural Thursday Rough Cut video. What's a Thursday Rough Cut? Well, it's kind of like a vlog Thursday except named better. We're going to get to the subject of today's Thursday Rough Cut in a second, but one more word about the Rough Cut format. I held a contest recently, and during a video in which I talked about the Kershaw Dash and the Kershaw Hype that Blade HQ has as exclusive knives, I said I'm going to give away the Dash to somebody that can help me rename my Thursday vlogs, which again, I don't like the name Vlog Thursday. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it suits the format that I'm using. I wanted something a little, a little more, had a better ring to it, sounded better, was a little more descriptive of what was actually being done here. I settled on Thursday Rough Cut. Now, to my knowledge or to my recollection, nobody actually said Thursday Rough Cut or Rough Cut Thursday or even the words Rough Cut in any of their suggestions. To my memory. If somebody did, then they win the prize. If not, as I think I'm recalling, and I don't think anybody did say that exactly, then what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pull together everybody that said either the word rough or the word cut in their suggestion, and I'm going to throw their names in a hat, draw one name, and you'll be the winner. And that'll be it. So you will either be notified that you won, or you will not be notified because you didn't win. And that's going to be how that works. But yeah, thanks to everybody who participated in that and gave me some awesome suggestions. Thursday Rough Cuts. Hopefully we'll have more of them. Don't know if I'll be putting them out every Thursday, but when they come out, they'll typically be on a Thursday, and they will be the Thursday Rough Cuts. And I think you'll understand by the end of this video why I'm calling them Rough Cuts. Anyway, let's get to the subject of this video, which is the Anderson AM15 with its RF85 treatment put on it. And a lot of guys in that video, in the comments section of that video, were asking for an update on the gun, asking particularly, show us the dirt, show us the wear. We want to know what it looks like after 2,500 rounds. Great suggestion. So I shot a little bit of video showing you all the dirt, so I'm going to intercut that on top of this very roughly as promised. But I'm also I've thoroughly cleaned everything now, so what I'm going to do is show you the wear. So let's get to, I don't know, probably the bolt and bolt carrier group first. Pin looks pretty good, pretty normal. I think you would agree. That's again after a nice cleaning. Pin looks fine. All the rest of the pieces have pretty, noticeable but expected wear, I guess you would say. Normal wear and tear. Pin looks good. That looks fine. The bolt itself, let's take a look at that, and we are definitely seeing some wear all around there. That thing was pretty filthy, and you see some of that intercut here. Really caked on. It took me quite a while to get that all that filth kind of loosened up and scraped away. It's pretty nice and sparkly clean now, or not sparkly, but about as thoroughly clean as I can get it now without completely taking the bolt down, which I didn't do. I just kind of scrubbed and scratched and got everything out without breaking the bolt down completely. But I feel like it's adequately clean, and I'm ready to put this thing back in service. So there's the look at the bolt. The bolt carrier, let's have a look at that as well. Also nice and clean again, but you can definitely see some wear. And where this thing has been wearing through those 2,500 rounds. As they state, as Anderson states, RF85 wears with the metal. So given that it is down inside of the metal and more or less molecularly bonded to it, it's not going to be scraped off. Okay, so as you continue to use your gun, put this thing back together unlubricated, or lubricated if you choose to. I'll make that point real quick. They say that you're more than welcome to lube your guns, but they should not need it. So that's the deal. But there you go. That's a little bit of a look at the wear and tear on it. Pretty expected, pretty normal, and should not diminish the effectiveness of the RF85 to any level. By the way, I'm not going to confirm that with another 2,500 round test. It's just not going to happen. But there you go. A little bit of a look at the BCG. All right. And that was kind of a bear to clean out as well. Lots and lots of carbon built up all inside those parts there. Back to new now. Almost forgot to show you the charging handle, which has got some definite wear on it. You can see all of that right there and throughout, and at the top as well. All the contact points definitely showing some wear on that charging handle. Opposite side, we got all the dirt off of it. It was pretty caked, but looks nice and clean now. And again, you're seeing a fair amount of wear on that charging handle. For the most part, I used soap and water on this stuff, plus lots of scraping materials, plus some of this Bright board from Remington. So the Hops number 9, kind of, trying to settle on one of these bore cleaner products, but I've been using different ones. And so use some of that, use some soap and water, and that's pretty much it. That's more or less what I did for all the BCG as well as the entire lower. And what I did for the lower, because it was pretty caked as well, and there was quite a lot of crud all throughout that lower. And so what I did was I actually completely stripped it, pulled every part and piece out of there, and gave it a nice soap and water bath. And again, that's more or less what Anderson suggests you do. Soap and water, they say, is adequate for getting these parts as clean as they need to be. They look pretty clean now, honestly, and this thing is, feels great now. So I could pull out the buffer and spring there, but no point. It looks like any other clean buffer and spring. Obviously scrubbed down the entire lower, the grip, all the other parts and pieces inside of there before reassembling. And I'm not getting all the light I want in here, but it looks pretty good. So you tell me, do you feel like there's a lot of wear on that? You can see the hammer's got some wear on it right there. Didn't really notice anything trigger-wise that would be concerning, certainly not alarming or bothersome. It all looked pretty normal. So from a wear standpoint, in my opinion, looks pretty normal, and I suppose the performance is going to be what it ought to be, which is completely normal from this point forward. Moving up to the upper here, we'll just give you a look down inside of that as well. And again, it took me a while to get that thoroughly cleaned, but we are good now. Did not take the upper down the way I did the lower. Some concerns there as far as reassembling and getting everything back the way it needed to be. So chose not to do any of that, but rather just gave it the best scrubbing I could. Again, using some of those solvents to make that nice and shiny and as free of debris and gunk as I could possibly get it. And I feel like we're there. Feels nice and smooth in there. If you see anything shining, that is more or less some of the residue from the solvent, not oil. So there's no oil in there at all at this point. I made certain to not use oil as I was cleaning, because that is one thing I want to avoid doing for the life of the rifle if possible, is just do not use lubrication on it. They promise that it doesn't need it, so I'm going to continue to take them up on that promise. And will I keep shooting this gun? Yeah, of course I will. Don't know how or when I'm going to incorporate it into future videos, but yeah, I intend to keep this gun in rotation and make it a testing bed for further optics and different projects and whatnot. So that's basically it, guys. That's the Anderson AM15 RF85 treated. I tried to intercut. That's the word I'm looking for in this rough cut. Intercut some of the footage of the filth that I had of this rifle prior to taking it down and cleaning it. Man, it was pretty gunky, and it took a while to get all that stuff out of there. A few hours, actually, but that's probably because I'm not a pro at this, and also because I don't like cleaning guns, so I tend to not do it all that often. Yeah, it's good now, and I'm looking forward to getting it back into service. And that's the update, guys. That is the Thursday rough cut. You're probably going to be seeing a review on this piece right here, the Vortex Crossfire 2, 1 to 4. God, I can't even tell. 1 to 4? Yeah, 1 to 4. There it is. 1 to 4 by 24 with 30 millimeter rings on it. The Vortex 30 millimeter mount right here, which is an awesome mount. Optics Planet sent me this optic. This is the one that has the V-Bright reticle, so you can switch this on. It's battery powered, and it illuminates the dot in the center of the reticle, which is super cool. It does have a slight parallax to it when you're at 1, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But in the shooting I've done with it and the accuracy tests I've done with it, it's actually performed really nicely out to 100 plus yards, and gosh, it's a good optic so far. I will say there has been some issues with fogging, and also this is the second one of these that I had. I sent the first one into Vortex, so stick around for the review because you'll get the whole story on that. Short of that, and aside from all those issues, I like it as an optic. It's a nice budget optic for the 1 to 4 kind of a range for that whole, purpose, and I like it overall. But again, we'll talk more about it as we get around to that review. But thanks for tuning in for this Thursday rough cut. Hope it wasn't too hard on you. I'm Late Boy Scout. We'll see you later.